All right, Joe, let's go ahead and talk about our sled push relative to the Hyrox. So when we talk about weight, let's talk about women's and men's. So women starts at 102 kg, men starts at 152 kg, and then women goes up to 152 for pro, and men go up to 202 for pro. So for our American friends, you get pounds out of kg by multiplying by 2.2. Okay, so I got our 202 kg loaded on here. That weight is including the sled. So for our sled push, we have to make sure first and foremost that you stay in lane, obviously, and you pass the threshold of the box. There's going to be little tape markers. The whole sled has to get in there before you can go ahead and come back. So with the sled push, it's going to be right after the ski erg, so it's going to be second in the race. You're still pretty fresh. You're going to spend a lot of leg on this. So you have to keep that in consideration for the rest of the race. Like, you want it to be as efficient as possible. That's kind of the name of the game for this thing, is saving as much energy as you can between your stations and during your stations. So you'll see most commonly that people kind of choke up on the sled like this. You kind of curl up around, or you go like that. And so reason being is that if you push arms out, that's going to be your weak link, right? Your shoulders are going to gas out. This is 4 bouts of 12.5 meters down and back. And so, well, not down and back, it's down, back. You push 4 times. So you want to bear the brunt of the sled on something that you don't have to burn much energy holding on to, right? So that's why you'll see most people go like this, okay? When you think about pushing through, you want to keep your momentum with your push, okay? It's not super huge steps. It's just steady, okay? Keep a steady rhythm, a steady pace. And so play with that technique. Depending on how broad you are, you might like doing that a little bit better. You'll also kind of see people kind of like this. This is my actual first instinct, is to just like that here. You kind of choke up and your arms are pressed up against you, so you're not burning anything. That'll save you a little bit of tension and press on your shoulders if that's really uncomfortable for you. So play with those. Consider the fact that we're training our sled push to get better at pushing the sled, but you're not going to primarily improve your sled push by sled pushing, right? So consider other movement patterns in your strength training, like lunging, things like that, that are going to mimic the sled push movement, so you can get stronger in that kind of unilateral leg movement and then transfer it to your sled push. And then as you get closer to the race, work your sled push in a little bit more so that you can work on the technique and get used to pushing the sled and transfer all that strength that you built up leading up to the race. So try that out with your sled push. Let me know how it goes.